Okay, I'm going to show the beginning of a breakup jar. Now, I get a lot of people asking me on the channel if I could name everything I'm using. People have a hard time understanding me. Yes, I have a challenging accent. Sometimes I just don't have the time to put everything in the description box that I've used. Sometimes I'm putting out videos just so that I can, show the client that the work was done. I have a lot of I have to say that I have a lot of these little workings that go out every week, and it's hard for me just to get around to listing ingredients and stuff. I do say it in the video, but again, people find my accent challenging. But anyway, this is a breakup jar. It's not a lemon breakup. You can do that, and I will show that as well. I have one of those coming up very soon. This is just a Discord jar. So what you're going to need to start off with is some sort of jar. I've pulled the label off this little dark green jar. But again, you could use a clear jar. Whatever you have at hand is fine. I just like the darker ones, the tablet bottles, because I just like the darkness. Some of them are dark green, some of them are black. Medicine bottles are fine as well. Also, you need photographs of the two people you want to break up. Their dates of birth is always a bonus if you've got that as well. And you need a petition. Now, in the petition for this instance, I have to be careful. I don't want to give too much information away. I'm basically saying that he's disgusted with her, that he can't stand her. He is just turned off by her, and they just argue all the time. There's nothing left for each other, and it is over and it's done, and it's time to move on. And then I would always end it with, now, it is over, it is done, move on now, kind of thing. So with all these little things you fold away from you because you're pushing the situation out. With regards to the photographs, I'm going to put some oils on these, so I need to be careful they're not shown. You go with whatever oils you have. In this instance, I'm using a black communication oil and a banish the person oil. Now, I'm only putting the banish oil on the female's picture because we don't want to banish the guy. Let me have a look and see. I used to have a breakup oil, but like everything else, it has vanished. This one's fine. This is an oil that, really does promote a couple disliking each other to the point of hating each other. Now, you're going to need, you could use a nail. This is a blackthorn pin, a small one, but it's still a blackthorn pin. And what I do is I put that into the hate oil. And now, first of all, I need to put the pictures back to back. 1 second. The pictures go back to back. You don't want them to be looking at each other's faces. You want them to be back to back. Okay. Actually, I'll use the blackthorn at the end. So, just folding it away. So, I'm anointing both their photographs with block communication. And you want a 5 spot like a dice. Or whatever way. I better do this down here. It's just that I really do not want these pictures to be visible. I normally would do this prior to actually making the video. Hate oil. 5 spot again. Now this is, we want to banish the female because she's the one that's causing all the issues. Okay. Once that's done, that anoint it with either separation oil, breakup oil, or whatever you have. That goes through the 2 pictures. And then what I'm doing is folding away. Okay. Then we go anti-clockwise and we fold again. So we've got like a little packet, like so. Actually, I can maybe get that folded again, just to pop it into the jar. There we go, along with the petition. Now I'm going to fill that up with some dark vinegar. If you don't have dark vinegar, use white vinegar. Whatever vinegar you've got is fine. Again, I like dark vinegar. So I'm just mentally saying into myself that they will break up. They hate each other. They can't stand each other. It's over. And I'm calling on my deity, the Santissima Muerte, to bring an end to the relationship. With the grace of Santissima Muerte, may this spell be done. May he despise this woman. May he think she is ugly. He will walk away. He can't stand her anymore. The hate is too strong. Oh, sorry. I make a lot of noise. Apologies. Hope you're not wearing headphones. Just some lime juice, or you could use lemon juice squeezed from the actual lemon. Fine. Lime. Fine. Both good. I use what I have at hand, basically. Okay. Now, cat hair and dog hair, preferably black, but go with whatever you have. Because this is good. It's symbolic. Again, a lot of magic is symbolic. It's all about symbology, and this is sympathetic magic. So we're basically making them fight like cats and dogs. I'm going to put in some more of that block communication oil. That hex oil, or sorry, hate oil. Now, sulfur is really good because it causes friction amongst relationships and it gets the jar moving. I like it when these jars basically start to make a lot of noise. To me, that's a great sign that things are moving. I know it's the gases and stuff, I obviously know that, but at the end of the day, to me, it's a good sign. You need some sort of chili or paprika, or not paprika, cayenne powder, something that's really hot. Okay, let's see. I have some black salt here. This black salt is to bring darkness to the relationship. Some knotweed. The knotweed is so that they don't progress any further. Knotweed is excellent for stopping people progressing, and that's what we want. Again, go with what you have. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. Let's see. I could probably get away with that. I am going to place in some nails. Let me have a look. Just one moment. Okay, so I put in some smashed light bulb, and I'm actually I've put in 9 little nails. I use smashed light bulb because light bulbs are light bringers, and when you smash a light bulb, you take the light away. So what I'm doing is taking the light out of the relationship, and the little whatever you have, if it's nails or pins or needles, put in whatever you want. I like to work with odd numbers, so I put in 9 nails, and basically when I'm shaking this jar up, they will rip and tear through the photographs, and that's what we want, because it's causing discord, it's causing destruction, it's causing things like that. So separation, it's a little herbal mix. I really need to take note of what I put in this. And but anyway, make your own separation mix, or you could just go with whatever you have here. There's enough in this jar to actually cause a breakup, you don't have to go with what I have, but this is what I have, and I've broken it down, to the simplest. So go with whatever you have. And I also like to add something that is starting to rot. So I have a little bit of chili. That's quite a hot chili, but it is starting to go off, and that will symbolize rot, and the relationship will rot, and things will start to just, wane. That is what we want. So yeah, let me see. I probably need a breakup oil just for the sake of it. Let me see. I have one here somewhere. It's a little bit of breakup powder. You could use graveyard dirt. That symbolizes the end, but I'm not going to do that. If I feel things are stagnating, I'll do that at a later date. I can, rejig things for the client. But at the moment, I don't want to do this. I will see how things go. What you do then is you pop the lid on it really tight, because you're going to get gases. And I'm going to be burning a black chime candle on that. I like these little tea light holders, and that will go on there along with the candle, like so, because at the end of the day, these candles, you have to be so careful, because this is, for a start, this is plastic, and I just can't do that. It'd be a disaster. But yeah, I'm going to put a fresh little candle there. I'm going to anoint the candle. I will say this, for instance, little black candle, I'm going to write his name and her name, but I'm going to write his name upright, and I'm going to turn it around and write her name backwards. And then I'm going to write break up, or you could write separate, it's over, and, or, little, if you can squeeze on little seals that symbolize the end, do that. And I'm going to anoint this candle with some Santa Muerte oil and some hate oil, so that they really, really do start to dislike each other. And like I said, I'll burn one of these per night, just like so, and I'll be shaking it up for discord. Also, that will sit on her altar. Her altar is behind me. I will show it again one of these days, but it will sit there, and I leave it for about 3 weeks. I'll work it for 3 weeks, and I can come back to it. And if I feel it's ready for deployment, I will deploy it. But like I said, most of the Holy Death spell work goes to graveyards. I'm very lucky, because I have a few graveyards very close to me, and they're old graveyards, and there's places in the graveyard where things will never be touched. So, I can get away with that, and that's the main thing. But anyway, I'm just putting together the jar. That is the bare bones of it, but the majority of it comes from shaking it up and putting emotion into it. And basically, when I shake that up, I say that 2 of you have broken up. You've gone your separate ways. I like to keep it actually in the present tense, as if it's already happened. So I'll say that you've gone your separate ways. That your relationship is over. He doesn't want you. He's disgusted by you. It's over. It's done. Things like that. You really need to make statements of intent like that. If you feel yourself getting totally mad, let it out. Channel it into the jar, because that's what magic is all about. It's all about fueling things and getting the intentions out. I mean, if you only have lime juice, lemon juice, vinegar, that is enough to make this work. If you don't have a deity that you work with, you can simply work the jar with your own willpower by shaking it up and calling for the breakup, demanding the universe that they break up, that it is over and it is done. And, try that. And in your mind, when you release the spell, if you could be doing it for the 21 days or whatever, and then you deploy the spell, forget about it. Also, if you don't want to go to the graveyard, because not everyone knows how to go into a graveyard, and, let me see. You really, really, really need to be careful. I pay at the gate when I go in. I leave coins at the gate for the gatekeeper, and then I will go in and I'll place it. If it's close to a grave, I will place something at the grave as a means to say thank you for letting me use this space, kind of thing. I will not dig into someone's grave. That is not something I will do. To me, the dead should rest. But on the other hand, if I feel that there is a spirit trying to communicate, that's different. And sometimes I carry a pendulum with me, but most of the time, there's places where I see a good opportunity to lay the jars. But on the way out, I will leave an offering again, and I will take a different direction home, because you do not want to be followed by a spirit that is not rested, if you know what I mean. There are spirits out there. There's spirits out there that are wandering this plane, and they just wait for an opportunity. So you have to be very, very careful in and around graveyards, just to let you know that. There are some lonely souls out there, and they could attach themselves to you, and you don't want an attachment, because once something attaches itself to you, it's hard to get that off you, and things will start having like a domino effect in your life. So, in my opinion, it's important to leave something at the gate in the way in. This is just how I do it. Other people may do it differently. I leave 3 coins, and then do whatever you need to do. If you're close to a grave, you leave something. If it's a small bottle of alcohol or something small that can't be detected, if the person that's dead, they might have family, and you don't want to leave anything there that's going to cause distress to them. A bouquet of flowers is another thing that is really good, because at the end of the day, it won't be detected. They'll probably think it's just other family that has left it. So flowers is a good one. But anyway, should I say, going out again, I always leave an offering on the way out again. Again, 3 coins. And I normally would leave 10 pence pieces here. Over here, 10 pence pieces. So it's up to you what way you work on it. But that's what I do, and I take a different direction home. So I'm going to look at a couple of cards at a later date here. But that's what I do. And these jars, they are effective if done, correctly. Put all your energy, all your willpower into it. And, I see a lot of people in the comments section saying they're getting good results. And, yay. Yay to you for that. I'm impressed when I see that, there's a lot of people out there that really do have faith in magic, and that warms my... I'm back with a reading. First of all, I've looked at a few Lenormand cards, and then I've got some oracle cards to look at. So I have a feeling that he is going through some feelings of regret with regards to you. That card of the birch rod. Now, some people read Lenormand cards by the book. I don't. I scry into the actual imagery, and I go by what I feel the card means, and I'm normally right. So some people have just a different way of reading them, but I just should say that first of all. But anyway, yeah, I feel as if he has regrets about you. Then I've got the rider beside the scythe. So you're going to hear news about something that's going to end quite swiftly. It has to do with him. And this will be a solution to whatever is the issue, which, obviously she is the problem. So I'm thinking that they will split. I can't obviously say when, but I have a feeling they will split, and it will happen quickly. Money, I'm thinking, or jobs, money, something to do with her and money. Does she sponge off him, kind of thing? I'm wondering. But I think she's trying to tie him down, but I think she will be exposed. But there's something to do with money, and money is a big factor here. And the heart. Yeah, I have a feeling that she's trying to actually tie him down in some way. But I don't think that will happen, because we've got something's coming to you, the storks, and then we've got the boat. That, sorry, you can't really see these too well. That is a journey or someone going away, basically, and I think that is what's going to happen with regards to her. She's a cheater, so she is. Lily normally tells me she's a cheater and she's childish, but I think it will be an ending. Coughing, it normally is all about an ending. Yeah, and the discord, and even more discord. They don't have a good relationship. No matter what you might think, I don't think they have a good relationship at all, and I think it's crumbling. I think things are starting to come down. So anyway, now these get straight to the point. They're oracle cards. So the first one is telling you to let go of control issues. I don't think you're a controlling person. I don't get that energy off you, but I think this is just saying, with regards to him and her, try not to control the whole situation, if you know what I mean. Let things happen. Just let the spell work take its route. Don't try and bend and manipulate destiny, because it doesn't work that way. Just you let it happen and know in your heart that things are being taken care of, and I think things will work out a lot faster for you. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. That's interesting. I've only ever had this card pop up once before with a client. So I don't know, is there addictions with regards to her and men and things like that? Even that's an addiction. You said she was a bit, of one of those kind of women. Anyway, next one. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That is a good card. And I really do think you need to put yourself first. Look after yourself, number one, because he will notice once you start to put yourself first and put yourself up on a pedestal, because you're worth it. And, let other men come into your life. Don't save yourself for him, because he will come back a lot quicker when he sees that you're desirable to other people and you're confident and all those things. So, I know it's maybe not what you want to hear, but psychology and magic, to me, they work hand in hand, and that's the way it goes. It's always good to live your best life, and if you don't fake it and let him think that you're living your best life, because he will be attracted to it regardless. Flirt is the next card. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. It's a bit like what I was saying, sorry about that glare. Make yourself desirable. Put pictures, if you're into social media, I don't know if you are, but put pictures of yourself looking really glam, and he will start to regret it, believe me. Next one is playfulness. Recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Another thing is to go back to when you first kind of met, and what was he attracted to with regards to you. Did he mention anything like an outfit or a hairdo or something like that there? What you could do is recreate that and put pictures of that on social media, and the mind works in mysterious ways. He will be attracted to that, if you know what I mean, because when you first met, that is the time, that's the honeymoon period, basically. So, it's always good to, go back and put that little spark there again. So, make the effort. These cards, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah. Next card is you deserve love. Everyone deserves love. And then we've got worth waiting for. Same old story. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, it's a timing thing. Like I always preach, time. We can't force it. Whoops. That was the soulmate card that just flipped. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And soulmates can come in many shapes and sizes and many problems. You know, a lot of soulmates come with a lot of issues. And I don't know, I keep saying on this channel that I think it's a way of being tested to see if we're worth the fight to obtain that happiness. Who knows? But I know one thing, that twin flames and soulmates they can be a bit of a nightmare at times. But anyway, quite a good reading. I'm hopeful. Please stay on top of things. Stay raised the energy. Keep your vibe up, because that will draw him in. I think you really need to also focus on little meditations that I always ask clients to do. 5 minutes per night, focusing on the goal that you want in your life, him back, whatever it is. Just see that in your mind for a few minutes, live it, and use all the senses. Feel the happiness that goes with it and all the rest. And I can tell you that will make a big difference, because that's like the law of attraction, and you're pulling that desire. Well, you're pulling the situation to you, if you know what I mean. The desire will be strong enough and he will feel it. So yeah, I mean, I'm positive about how this will turn out, so please keep me updated. I just want to actually say that a lot of people ask about the tarot cards. This deck is a Doreen Virtue deck. It's No Romance Angels, that one that I've just read from. I should mention, I'm actually working with a few new decks. A client actually sent me a really, really beautiful package the other day. It was so nice. This one, the Witch's Tarot. I hope she doesn't mind me showing it. This is absolutely beautiful and so kind of her. I just want to say thank you for this. I'm blown away. It was such a humbled. I'm humbled, is what I'm trying to say. It's such a beautiful gesture. So yeah, I'm working through this, and she also sent, as if this wasn't enough, she sent me Oracle of the Fairies, which is another really, really lovely deck. Really beautifully illustrated cards. I mean, they're so, sorry the lighting is dreadful, but they're so pretty. Really lovely cards. So I'm really grateful, and I hope she realizes that I'm really grateful. And another one that came with that too, Steampunk Barbara Moore. This is really, really unusual as well. They're really unusual decks, and I'm totally blown away. But the artwork is amazing on all these decks. And sorry, you can't really see, but I'm going to start to read with these cards because I think they're absolutely amazing. Really, really lovely. So a big thank you. I'm sure she knows who she is. I hope she sees this as well. I just want to be careful. I don't want to rip any boxes. I use a few different decks here and there, but I'll be using a variety, in the, like some more new ones in the future. But this one is the Witch's Tarot is really lovely. 1 second. It opens from the front, so it does. I can never remember that. And there's a really, really beautiful book comes with it. I haven't actually started on this one. I've been working with the Oracle cards first of all, but like I said, the artwork is so amazing on these cards. They're absolutely beautiful, and I'm really, really over the moon at the kindness, generosity. Thank you so much. Anyway, I best stop talking because it's getting on to nearly 20 minutes, 25 minutes. houseofmagick@gmail.com. For anyone waiting on the video, I will be in touch very, very soon. Please understand, I do quite long videos for every client, and it takes a while. So if you're getting a spell done from me, please understand, I like to get into the spell for a few days before I get the video out, because I like to get a feel for things, and I want to give you an accurate reading as well that comes with the actual video. So it does take time, and I have quite a few people at the moment, so please understand that. I don't have a WhatsApp number officially as yet, because I can't take calls at the moment, because of I mostly have a few hours in the day that I can't take calls, and at night time it'll become a problem because I live in Ireland, and a lot of the clients come from outside of Ireland. Text message service is fine, but it's the calls that are the problem, and a lot of people want to talk to someone. I understand that, because at the end of the day, I'm sure you want to know who you're speaking to, or you're dealing with, should I say. I understand that, but I think in the future I will be offering that service. I just need to retire. I'm still work a few days in a mundane job. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's a few hours every day, and I'm not really ready to take on full calls as of yet, but I will do. So that's about it. Thanks to everyone who comments, interacts, likes, dislikes, whatever. It's all good. And anyway, I'll speak to you all very, very soon. And it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good evening.